Hello students, this is Alisha, your mathematics teacher, and we are going to continue with our part 8 of our geometry chapter. So we have earlier studied in the video about the symmetrical figures and asymmetrical figures in geometry, and now in our next topic is pattern. Now what are patterns? Patterns are found everywhere around us, whether it is maybe in numbers, designs, etc. Now basically patterns are any shapes, numbers or designs that are repeated to form a kind of a pattern or form a kind of a sequence. It looks like a wallpaper design as well. And a pattern is a series or sequence that repeats based on a rule, and a rule is set to solve a problem. So basically you will have a pattern that is made basis on a particular rule to form a pattern or to solve a problems. So basically patterns are found everywhere around us, could be in numbers, designs or geometric shapes which would look like a wallpaper design, and they are made in a regular or logical form or order and are mostly repetitive. So as I said, these patterns are always repetitive to form a pattern. So let's have a look at a few examples which will give you more clarity on how patterns are formed in geometry. So having a look at the first figure here, you can see there is a circle, a triangle, a circle, a triangle, a circle, a triangle, a circle. So this pattern will go on in the same way. There will be a circle first, a green circle, then a blue triangle, then a green circle, then a blue triangle. So this is known as a pattern, wherein what is the rule here? That is, there has to be one circle, then there has to be a triangle. Then again there has to be a one circle, then again there has to be a triangle. So this pattern will go on in a sequence form. So this is one example of a pattern. Moving on to the second one. So, as I said, the patterns could be formed with the help of numbers or designs or shapes or anything. So first one we saw was shapes, that is circle and triangle. The next one we can see are these smileys. So you can see the first smiley is the laughing one. Then the next smiley is a normal face. Again there is a laughing face. Again there is a normal face. Again a laughing. Again a normal face. So you can see this is a pattern formed. First a laughing face, then a small normal face. So this is how the patterns are formed. Again, looking at the third picture, we have star and circle. Now if you see, there are two stars, three circles, again two stars, again three circles, again two stars, again three circles. So this will go on in the same way. So after this three circles, again there will come two stars, again there will come three circles. So this is how the pattern is formed. The rule here is there has to be two stars, there has to be three circles after that. The color has to be the same. The color should not change. If it is yellow star and green circle, it has to be yellow star and green circle further as well. Next is these cars. As you can see, there are two red cars, one yellow car. Again two red cars, again one yellow car. Further again there will be two red cars, one yellow car, and it will go in the same way. And the next again example you can see is of the tree. You can see one tree here in the maroon color. Then there are two small trees. Again there are two big trees. Then there are two small trees. Then there are two big trees. Then there are two small trees. So this is how the pattern is formed. The pattern could be made of any number, design, shape or any other thing. And that pattern has to be repeated, only then it will be known as a pattern. If anything goes wrong, if the color goes wrong or the number of things or the design or the numbers or the shapes go wrong, then the pattern will not be followed as per the rule. So therefore this is what is known as a pattern in geometry. So let's have a look further. So the earlier patterns that we saw were the normal patterns. Now let's see how to guess the next pattern. If you're given a proper sequence, you have to guess the next pattern. So let's see how we can do it. So the first thing you have given here is two squares. Two blocks have been given here. Now if you see in the next pattern, there are two blocks and plus two are added. So you can see yellow is being given for your understanding. It will be maroon itself. The color of the blocks will be maroon. It is the yellow is just given for your understanding. We have added two blocks in the line. Then in the next, there are 2 more blocks added. So now what rule is being followed here is there are two blocks added each in each of the sequence. So in the first there were 2, here there were 2, again here we added these 2, here we added again 1, 2, and again in the next one we will be adding 2. So in the same way we will keep on adding 2 blocks. So this becomes a pattern that 2 blocks are being added in each figure. Let's have a look at the second one. Here we have a block here in pink color. The next block we have added here is in a multiplication shape or in the cross shape. So we have added these 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this pink is the first one, the original one, and we have added 4 more at the corners. Let's look at what the next figure will become since we are adding it in cross shape. So you can see we have added again 1 blocks in the cross shape. The cross is becoming bigger. Next figure, if you see, we have added again 1 shape, so the cross is becoming more bigger. So this is how the sequence goes on increasing whenever you have to add any particular figure or any block in this case to identify the next sequence. So this is how the sequencing is done. These are known as patterns. The rule here has to be followed. As you have seen now, what we did was we have followed the rule that was applied on the earlier figure. So now let's move on to the exercise 7F. Observe the following patterns and draw the next. So we have to first observe these patterns given to us and we have to draw the next one. So you can see first there is a cross, then a circle, a square, a triangle. Again there is a cross. So you can see the sequence has been repeating from here, from this cross. As it was in the first one, the sequence has started repeating from cross. So cross first, then a circle, then a square. So what will be the next one? Obviously the next one, that is the triangle. So triangle is going to be the next figure. Why? Because earlier in this sequence when we saw, there is a triangle after the square. So here also after the square there has to be a triangle, otherwise the pattern will not be followed. So the answer is a triangle. So you have to draw a triangle over there. Second question. There's a circle 1. In the next sequence, there are 2 circles drawn. One circle is drawn outside the first circle. Then in the third one, there is 1 more circle drawn. So now what will be the fourth one? You will have to draw 1 more circle. So there will be 4 circles. There is 1 circle here. Here there are 2 circles. Here there are 3 circles. So in the next one, there will be 4 circles. You can count 1, 2, 3 and 4. This becomes a pattern. Now if you are asked what will come the next year, there will be 5 circles in the next answer. So as of now here we have to give only one answer. So we have added 1 circle here and there will be 4 circles in total. Let's see the third one now. First we have this line, a slanting line. In the next one we are given a slanting line and a sleeping line or a horizontal line. In the next one again this slanting line is repeated. Here this is the slanting line that is repeated. So what do we have to do in the next one? We have to repeat the horizontal line. Where are we going to repeat it? On the top. Why? Because for this slanting line, if they have done a sleeping line at the bottom, so for the next slanting line, we'll have to do a horizontal line at the top of it. So therefore, the complete next pattern is what we have got here. We have to draw a horizontal line on the top. So this becomes the answer. For the fourth one, we have triangle, a straight triangle. The next one is an upside down triangle. Again the next one is a straight triangle, and again so the answer for the next one will be again an upside one. Why? Because we have to follow the pattern that is given. So if the pattern is straight, upside down, straight, so the fourth one will be an upside down triangle. So this is how the pattern is to be followed. A straight triangle, an upside down triangle, again a straight, and the answer will be an upside down triangle. So for homework, you have to do question E and F of this question 1 itself. You have to try to solve E and F. Thank you.